Let's see.
The real skeleton.
Hell yeah.
You look like your RuneScape skeleton, you know? You're
Some
gonna kill somebody, dude. Oh my god, that's so many emotes. Holy smokes, only half of them work.
oof.
Interesting. Anyway, we'll get that sorted off stream. Whatever. No, I was just talking to my chat because like I have a thing where it displays the Twitch chat. So like if the Twitch chat like because when you watch VODs now, supposedly the Twitch chat doesn't work anymore. Like it doesn't record Twitch chat anymore or something like that. So I display
Really?
my Twitch chat actually on my stream, and then like some of the emotes aren't working. Like they're just like error messages.
Oof, yeah. I think that's like Streamlabs system because like like there's like a certain period of time that the Twitch logs last, and then there's a certain period of time that the stream like archive last of like how long it's up.
Okay, well I use Stream Elements, not Streamlabs.
Nah, yeah.
All the better Twitch.tv emotes work. It's this Franker Face Z. What the hell?
Might be a bug.
Yeah. I'm thinking. The guy in my chat just spammed every emote I have, and they all work except for Franker Face Z.
Whoops. Hold on, let me recalibrate to try your front facing.
Mm-hmm.
So I can sit in the chair.
I'll be getting full body soon.
Yeah, full body's neat.
After 2 years of playing VR chat, I'll finally get it.
Yeah, full body is a really weird like investment because it's just like the only I only have 2 games that can support it, which is like Blade and Sorcery and VR chat.
Yeah, well, I mean, I only play like VR chat anyway, so I mean.
Yeah, it's really hard to justify getting like full body trackers because like it's just such a rare occurrence to ever use them unless you're just only on VR chat or like maybe like doing a shit ton of Blade and Sorcery.
Yeah, well, or Neos, I guess. Neos VR is another game that works full body.
I tried Neos. I hated it.
Really? We can talk about that at some point later during the interview.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, Neos is interesting.
Yeah, you can't grab anything, by the way. This is the budget set.
I tried.
Yeah.
These are glued down.
Yeah, there's 50 people sitting in that audience there. Don't worry about it. There's invisible, using invisible avatars.
Yeah. There's a whole audience there. You gotta pretend.
Of course. So that camera in front of you, the one that's transparent, that's what the stream sees. So when I click this button here, it changes between me, you, wide angle, and then obviously the invisible audience. So
it's a whole setup.
Yeah. I made this world, so I figured out how to do like camera setups and how to like set it up for streams and stuff.
That's nice.
Yep.
I wish I could use the VR chat camera still. I used to, all my streams used to be a complete wide angle.
Yeah.
I would have the cameras all the way up in the top corner of my play space.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish I could still do that, but it's just so broken now. Half my effects don't show up.
Oh, I see what you mean. Like, because of the green screen or alpha, it just cuts it out because the cameras stop showing animations and stuff like that.
No, it's because of the VR chat cameras use the same shaders as the mirrors do.
Oh.
So all my particles and like some of my animation effects just won't even work in the camera.
Yeah, I see what you mean. I get what you're saying. All right, well, I'll do the intro. So, all right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to That One Rebel. Or sorry, the Late Night of Rebel. I'm the host. That one, dude. I've never fucked that up that hard. Anyway, thank you so much for stopping. BeezleBoop, welcome, dude, to my talk. Wow, 72 interviews in, dude. First time. That's what happens when you
First desync, first fuck up while we're off to a
yeah,
great start.
yeah, dude. What the hell is going on, dude? VR chat's dying. I don't know, man. Anyway, I have a lot of questions to ask, and one of my first questions I like to ask people is, how did you get into VR chat, man? Like, how did you find out about VR chat, and, how'd you end up here?
Um, that's I mean I mainly found it through like I found out about it through like all the Jameski stuff, like when he like first got
Mm-hmm.
into the game and like the massive like Knuckles rush.
Oh yeah.
And I that's where I heard about it, and that's where I used to like watch all those videos. And then
Mm-hmm.
I got VR, and for a while, but I was not even remotely interested in VR chat till like I had no money, and I had no other games to play in VR
Oh,
because there weren't that many. So
okay.
it's just like I wasn't really interested in VR chat, but especially because I was like fucking I was completely like socially introverted. I didn't want to look at anyone. People are gross. I don't want to talk to them.
True.
But but yeah, I just kind of slowly got into it and just kind of just found it really interesting to be able to upload your own avatars and everything.
Yeah. I say this is my story a lot, but I found out before the Knuckles was a thing. I found out from streamers and live stream fails and compilation channels like back in early December. I was just like, "What's this VR chat game? Why is it so popular?" And then I found out you could play in desktop mode, so I played in desktop mode for a month before actually getting VR. So yeah,
Yeah,
I remember.
I can't play in desktop mode.
Uh, yeah, it's relatable. I mean, I go to desktop mode just to like test the world. That's about it, or just explore to see
Yeah.
something, and that's it. I don't actually play in desktop anymore. I have to be always be in VR. It's to be able to move your hands and do all the gestures and stuff like that is just like once you get into VR, man, you just can't go back.
Yeah.
So, why did you decide to become a skeleton for your like character for your brand?
Um, I mean, like at first I wasn't even remotely interested, but I slowly got into like doing avatar effects,
Mm-hmm.
and I was really bad at effects. I couldn't. I tried doing a couple of Spooky's House of Jump Scare like things,
Yeah.
but I was like I didn't have remotely enough prowess to like make them scary or anything.
Mm-hmm.
So what I ended up doing is just like, what if I did like a meme? So I want to do a skeleton with
Mm-hmm.
because of the JonTron meme, like where the skeleton comes out of the closet with
Yeah. Yeah.
the
Yeah.
I got a bone to pick with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wanted to do that, so I just searched Sketchfab for a skeleton, and I found this, and then and then I just did a meme.
Mm-hmm.
People really liked it. I impressed a couple of people that are now really close friends with me, and yeah, that's kind of just where it picked up. And I just wanted to do a couple more, and then we're here now.
Oh, dude, yeah. Starts with the memes, man. So obviously, I think because watching some of your stuff, like you're all about memes and just going up to the next level and interacting with people and the facts and particles and all that stuff. So like, how did
Yeah.
you get? How did you decide to do that though? Like, how did you decide to go like, all right, I'm gonna go into like animations and messing with people.
Um, there's a cat running outside my room, but like just doing animations to people. I don't know. I just came like because like it was kind of like a taste of social interaction for me.
Mm-hmm.
Because like at the time I was very nervous to talk to people. Like I could barely talk to people. I was almost completely mute, and like I didn't even remotely want to be around people. But there was just like I guess I was just kind of lacking that. So that made me want to like once I got a taste of like interacting with people, I
Yeah.
kind of want to do more.
Mm-hmm.
And even if I was mute, I was still doing some kind of interaction and entertaining these people in a positive way.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. I feel like a lot of people share the same feelings where like, people are very closed off when they start playing VR chat or just in general, and then because of VR chat they start opening up to other people and become more social and stuff like that. I feel like VR chat's like a gateway to being in a community of people that aren't, they're very introverted. So like I feel
Yeah.
like VR chat obviously is mostly known for like anime and stuff, anime and memes. So like if you like anime and a weeb, then you probably are gonna fit right into VR chat. There's a lot of different communities and part of VR chat, but I think memes and such are probably one of the more popular ones. You
Yeah.
Most compilation channels usually have some sort of memes like from Loathon or Shiro or whoever. So
Yeah, it's because I think it's mainly that memes are very much a good middle ground between all communities.
yeah,
Because like, I think that I think one of the best benefits of being like a meme streamer is that you're not like closed off to like one community. Like for example, it's just like you'll see like a streamer that's just like, oh, I'm an anime streamer, and that like for a lot of people that like feel they immediately say, oh, that fits a specific role of a person in
yeah.
VR chat.
Mm-hmm.
But like I feel like when you're a memer, you're bouncing between so many different groups of people that you're just in that middle ground and you can interact with almost anyone.
Exactly. I think it's because memes always usually have it's mutually understandable, like or universally. Like you don't have to speak English to understand like a meme. You know what I mean? Like you could just it's just visually appealing to be like, oh, okay, that's the no meme or sound effect or whatever.
Yeah, just everyone likes dumb shit because dumb shit's fun.
Exactly. Exactly. That's why I always say, that's why I feel like the early days of VR chat, like there wasn't too many. There's like just the Uganda and Knuckles and maybe like a once in a like whatever. Oh, that's funny, he type thing. But now I think in the past year, memes have obviously and animations have developed more and more. Like you got the Ricardo meme going on for a while, and because of cloning, it makes it so easy to spread memes in VR chat. So
Yeah,
anytime that something happens, whatever, you get like Lolathon or whoever like starts making the avatar like the day after, and then just spreads the meme and relevant for a while, and then a new meme pops up. Memes don't last forever, but you know what I mean. Like a new one shows up, so it's always ever changing.
yeah. It's it's interesting to see because like VR chat is like because of the avatar cloning system, you can kind of see like visible spread of memes. It's almost like a visible like
Yeah.
thing that you can like watch.
I also think that like cloning can also ruin memes because I feel like certain avatars, like there's a certain setup or like punchline, right? Like with Ricardo, like like I feel like just like running up to like going to public and just randomly just dancing on people is just like doesn't really work. But if there's a setup or a punchline with it, like setting up properly, like perfect example, actually a better example would be there's a one was like Big Bird. It was removed because it got spammed so many times, but it has a setup where like he bursts through a door and then like he like runs around and zooms on his face and like loud music's blasting. But like if someone just like were just keep spamming it, it'd just be stupid, right? Just ruin the meme.
Yeah. What I found with any kind of clonable public avatars is that when people aren't making the meme and it's like not on their account, they show a lot of like there's a lot of like lack of like discipline with it. It very
Yeah.
much is like this is like they just view it as something they can just switch into at any moment and just like, oh, it's funny because it can do this instead of like the whole like understanding like the build up and like having discipline of when to use like the punchline, like because what ends up happening is just like if you give like the meme to everyone and all of a sudden you have the 40 punchlines immediately activating outside of everything else.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the sad part. That's why like I understand like avatar cloning makes it easier to like, oh, where'd you get that avatar from? No, you don't have to ask. You're just like, oh, here you go, clone it. So you don't have to like find hidden avatars anymore. So you just sort of just talk to people and just share it. It spreads, memes more, but like you said, like people, it takes a certain type of mind to actually understand it, and especially for someone who actually made the meme to know, comedic timing, and just not spamming the avatar every 5 seconds. You're like, hee XD, oh, he's doing a meme too. I'm gonna do this meme, and it just like, okay, dude.
Yeah. And like in their head they're trying their best and they're in their head they're trying to like be funny. But it's just it gets a little bit much very quick depending on the avatar, because like there's like I'm very much of the opinion of private avatars. You could do whatever the fuck you want with them. Like fuck you.
Yeah.
You want a giant like blinding light to come out of the corner. You're in a private world, go for it, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You're in a private world with your friends, fucking nuke the map. But like with public avatars, I think those are the one thing that should be Omega cracked down on. Like that's the one thing that we should really focus on. Like, hey,
Mm-hmm.
quit that shit.
Yeah, because what ends up happening is a lot of public avatars that people clone are like literally cancer, like just fucked up, like basically breaks your screen, and just like I remember there's a Halo avatar where it's like like a scuffed Master Chief, and it'll start playing like the whatever music like really loudly, but it makes the whole map super like pitch black, but only you can see Master Chief like running at you with an energy sword or some shit. It's funny, but like when you see like people just randomly using it all the time when you're just talking to your friends, it's like what the fuck, dude? Like, come on, man.
Like, yeah, it's one of those things where it's just like I can understand like enjoying cancer and ear rape, like, 'cause that's what VHR is good for. Like, we can do that shit.
Mm-hmm.
But like when it comes to like shit like that, it's just feel like I said, there's just no restraint with it. It's just it's gonna to that person, it's gonna be always funny, and they're gonna keep doing it in like a
Exactly.
public world with like 30 other people like doing like their own conversations.
Yeah, because many times, even if I'm hanging with a friend, like in a friends plus or friends only world, and I'm just talking to my friends, all of a sudden you just hear like some like random meme noises from like a mile away. You're like, where are they? And you're just like, what the heck? Why is my screen shaking randomly? It's just like, what the fuck, dude? I'm just like here to hang out. I'm not here to meme, you know?
Yeah, and like yeah, like if you're in a friends plus world and you just like everyone's localized and whatever, and you just say, hey, can I do this meme real quick? And everyone's like, yep, go for it, dude. Blast the most cancer you want. If everyone's chill with it, that's fine. But the second you're just interrupting and bothering other people in like a public world, then it's just like, then what the fuck? Like that's just not cool.
Exactly my point. It's just a lot of people don't ask. They just sort of just do it and expect like a reaction out of people, and people are just like, fuck off, dude. Like, get the shit out of here. I'm blocking you, you know? So,
Yeah.
that's what ends up
I
happening.
just wish there was an option to block avatar IDs.
Oh,
So it's
yeah.
just like a specific avatar. You don't want to see it, just block that specific avatar ID. So that will never show up.
Yeah, yeah. I 100%. A lot of people have actually talked about that before with the devs and everything. Like, because when you people to block, because when you block the ID, that means anybody that ever has that avatar is 100% already, like, or at least not just block, but just hide the avatar. You just become a gray ghost, and you're like, okay, you're using a blocked avatar, whatever
Yeah.
it is. So then it stops
Which you
people
could also,
from, yeah, report.
yeah, report, yeah.
Exactly. Because, like, oh, man, I can't tell you, man. There's just so many times where, like, there are some funny avatars. They're, like, simple, very, very, you get the joke or whatever, but a lot of them are just too much. Like, there's some that are just, like, I have, like, a Tyler 1 avatar. It's, like, funny, but, like, supposedly it, like, affects the whole world. So, like, you can be, like, a mile away and still, like, hear the noises. It's just, like, obnoxious. I don't know why some people, like, when they make a meme avatar, they have to like stretch out like the audio range to like 1 million or something. Like, why? It should just be like a
Oh
hundred or
yeah,
something.
like I like everyone I've talked to, and like all the avatar creators I've talked to and everything. It's just that I there is almost like 1% of a reason to use world audio. Like you will only use world audio if you're doing a massive animation, and even then you shouldn't even be able to be doing that in a public world.
Mm,
Like you could have like slightly bigger range than intended. Like you can
mm,
like have like straight oh no like 50 meters over the
yeah,
like the basic like 30. But the second like you have world audio, it's just like there is no reason to have world audio on almost anything.
exactly. Because most people are like, you're probably going to be interacting with are literally like 5 feet away from you. So like, would you? You know, some people like most people when they make worlds and they make like private rooms and stuff like that, they're usually about like 1,000 to 2,000 meters away, so they're not, can't hear people's conversations for walls. And then you're just
Yeah.
chilling, and then you just randomly hear some meme or some noises or like the screen shaking. You're just like, what the hell, man?
Yeah, and it's just it's just a massive annoyance. It's just not even like, it's not even fun for like it's fuck. It's not even fun for people up close for half that time because a lot of time when you have like world audio shit, it's even more cancer up close.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a big issue. I wish VR chat would tackle, but I don't know. We'll see. You know that Udon's actually now in alpha now.
Is it? I haven't done that much looking into it, but I am curious to see where it goes.
It was announced 2 days ago. It's an alpha, so some creators actually have it now. So alpha means like it's closed off, only certain people allowed, and then eventually be closed beta, and then open beta. And open beta is when anyone can publicly use it or get access.
Yeah,
And then
I'm
Unity
curious to see how that
2018.
affects things.
Mm-hmm. And then yeah, Unity 2018 is coming out. I think it's gonna come out either this Friday or next Friday. So
Yeah,
like the next 2
I'm
weeks.
I'm glad for it because I'll finally have functioning IK again.
Yeah, the amount of people I've interviewed and people I talk to in general always talk about that. They're always just like, dude, fix the IK. And then Unity 2018, the demos show that it's going to work again, so, or at least better.
I mean, one of my favorite memes is ruined because of it. Because I have a meme where I shove my head into a ceiling fan,
Oh, yeah.
and it used to look great because I was able to like jump up and jerk my body to the side and make it look really violent. But
Mhm.
it just kind of looks like I'm floating now. It just kind of like float down.
Yeah, a lot of memes are ruined when they updated the game a year ago, just before the Oculus launched. It like ruined a lot of memes and people like a lot of dancers are just like pissed off too because they're just like now people when they watch me like it just doesn't it's not synced, so I can't dance with my friends anymore. It's just desynced, and then people with pens, if they rely on a marker to talk, and now they can't do that. It's like it just scuffed up the whole game.
Yeah, it was. I don't know why it was tackled sooner. There's probably good reason, like why it wasn't tackled sooner. But at the same time, it was such a massive issue because like not only was it like affecting like dance streamers, meme streamers, it was also like affecting like worlds because like there
Yeah.
was like worlds that with game modes like where you like would toss a ball or like the grenade toss thing, and it was just you would see like the grenade go by someone and then snap back to them as the IK was trying to catch up.
Yeah,
And
absolutely
even
right.
like the VR chat. Yeah, and even like the VR chat, like Battle Disc World. Battle
Yep.
Disc is like barely functional.
It's Battle Disc. I don't remember the last time I even went to Battle Disc, like 6 months ago for a joke. I don't know. Nobody goes to any game modes anymore, man. Steel and Gold, King of the Hill, Battle Disc, Capture the Flag. Feels bad, man.
Yeah, yeah, it's a shame because like I've seen like people like try to develop game modes. Like one of my friends are like I was witnessing for a long time. He was working on almost an exact Call of Duty Zombies replica in
Yeah, I
VR
heard about
chat. Like
that.
it was functioning. Like he had. I played it. Like he had actual like pathfinding for the zombies. They could walk along paths to find you. It was incredible. But every single time VR chat update, he had to restart.
Yeah, I've heard about that. Somebody was testing of Udon 2 days ago of pathfinding, and it actually works. So if he was to use Udon, he could actually make that map like better.
Yeah, that's from what I've heard is that Udon's gonna provide something that we finally need, which is consistency between updates.
Yep.
Um, which is like that was the biggest issue because like you were so unsure, like, oh, if I implement this now, next update is like not even like next up, like 1,000 updates down, like something you won't even think about like anymore. It's just one of the main functioning things. Your map will just break.
Yeah. It's very frustrating because when VRChat did switch to Unity 2017, it was a good idea. It was a good thing, but like it broke a lot of old maps, and if the people aren't there to fix their maps or avatars, then they're broken permanently, very much. So like a lot of old worlds that I used to hang out in are permanently gone. You can never go use them ever again.
Yeah, and it's a shame because like it's not even like super advanced stuff that's breaking. It's very like basic shit. Like
They use this
there's some
lighting.
basic yeah, there's some like basic shit like I still don't know why it's broken. Like fucking like world particles on avatars.
Yep.
You have if a world particle goes below your armature, it breaks and like floats behind you in like a weird position.
Yeah. There's like a lot of weird bugs that still like happen like that. Like I remember, I don't know, it was like last year. Like I remember a lot of dancers would have world particles and they would just spawn like a ball and like screw around with the, like particles or whatever as part of like their dance. And I don't see that anymore. Like no one ever has that anymore. So it's gone. It's broken.
Yeah, why? And like a lot of those effects are still possible, but it's just like such a pain in the ass to like try to like find something that works.
Yeah, or like a lot of features are just removed. I remember like a month or two ago they had there's an avatar that was made that you can actually no clip and like fly in without like modified clients. It's just a you pretty much it's a Kerbal Space Program avatar where you click a chair in front of you to activate it, and then when you sit in your own chair, you then can fly like through walls and like pretend you're like in a jetpack. And it actually worked like really well. But then like a day later, it was like patched out and removed, and like the avatar was banned.
And like that was one of my bigger problems with VR chat is that the like when they like that was like patched out quick. So we know they're capable of patching that shit quick. So that pissed off a lot of people
Exactly.
because A, they took away something that was fun.
Yep.
So that like that on its own. And B, they did it quickly, as opposed to like all these things that people hate, all these problems, but that are like just taking months to fix. And then a lot of people just have so much frustration. And the excuse they gave for it was, oh, we don't want avatars to be able to dictate how people play the maps. We want the map makers to be able to dictate how avatars play the map. And like the problem with that is just like then why aren't you giving map makers more options how the world affects avatars? Why are you taking away avatar abilities when you should be giving map maker abilities?
Or you just like to me, I wouldn't really care if someone had a flying avatar. And let's say like people brought up the perfect example of like, oh, if you're playing a horror map and someone uses a flying avatar and just flies to the end, then I'm like, well, that's that person's experience. If they want to fuck up their own experience and literally skip the whole level just to cheat, then that's on them. It's the same thing when you go to play a single player game and activate cheat codes. Like, you know, you
Yeah.
put God mode and no clip in like most source games and stuff like that. Is it accomplishing? No, it means you cheated and stuff. But like you shouldn't really like dictate what you can and cannot do. And this game's supposed to be about freedom. So like I always think like if someone uses a no clip avatar to get somewhere that it shouldn't be allowed to, then that's on them. You know. I shouldn't.
Yeah.
I think you shouldn't give away or take away certain elements like that unless it's like breaking the terms of service. And the only instance I can think of that actually did happen was like a year and a half ago. Somebody found out a script where you could put colliders on because obviously people have like damic bones and colliders and you can touch your own assets. So someone found out you can
Yeah.
actually use the same colliders under a certain like layer and you can actually touch other people's assets. So that was patched out pretty. That's the understandable one because somebody could walk up to anybody and just start like groping them or whatever. That's kind of fucked up. That's kind of weird.
And
So
like that's kind of the thing. It's just like if people like want to like use like a console, like go into a private world and fondle each other, it's not my fucking problem. It
mhm.
really isn't. Like if you want to go into a world and literally fuck yourself and your friends, go ahead. You have fun with that. As long as you're not like going up to people in like public worlds and trying to fondle them and like being creepy and shit, like that's you're just not affecting anyone. And like I think that if you're only affecting people in a positive way and like you're trying your best to like entertain or just provide things for other people without like bothering people that don't want those things,
Mhm.
then go ahead.
Yeah, that's the why it was removed is because you could walk up to any public avatar that had damic bones and just fondle people or do really like that sort of stuff. And it's just like that's a little bit far. Obviously, if you do it in private and you're just mutually consensual, it's whatever, nobody cares. But that's the reason why they removed it, is because people could walk up. And then also there was a thing where you could how you open your menu, right? And you switch worlds or whatever. It's the same thing with the menu. So some people found out you could just like go up to anybody and just open your menu and just slap somebody's tits and stuff like that. So there's definitely some people that figured out how to like work around certain things, but a lot of them were removed or like got banned for it.
And like, even then, it's just like, I don't really just like if you want to go up into someone's like public anime titty avatar, slap their tits. That's not like a massive issue. Like I don't it's not your real tits. Like it's
To
not like
me, it
somebody's like
is.
groping you.
I don't know. Some
But,
people you got to realize that some people do treat this game a lot more serious than you would expect. Not me, but you know what I mean. Like other people do.
yeah, but in my opinion, it's just like it kind of like falls along the lines of like people like that like really like play up their phantom sense. Like to me, it's just like there's having phantom sense because like it is proven that you can like trick your brain into like feeling shit
Yeah.
that's like not happening. But like there's a degree of just like if you shoot a bullet at me, I will actually feel like I've got shot and I will cry on the ground. It's like fuck, no you won't. If you do, you shouldn't be playing this game. If you're that sensitive to inputs, then why the fuck are you playing this game?
Um, that's an interesting topic because there's definitely some people that have like seizures and stuff like that. Like I don't know from like lights or shaking or whatever. And I know some of these people, but they have shaders and stuff like that off all the time. But there's still people that have like seizures or like issues with VR chat, or they just like you join a world and they start like vomiting for or whatever. And to me, I don't know. I think some people play this game even though they know the risk, but I don't know. I don't have Phantom Sense, so I can't really talk about it. But like, I guess if you had a really serious issue where like someone stabbed you and you like actually felt it or whatever, or like it was like oh fuck, I'm like dying, or you feel pain, then I do agree that you should like turn animations off or something, because that's usually an animation where you pull something out, like a
Yeah,
gesture.
and like that's kind of the thing is just like if like I can understand if people like come to VR chat from like a place of ignorance, like oh they don't know that how bad the shaders are, but even then like VR in its own like people like with photosensitivities and like are prone to seizures and like
Yeah.
epilepsy. Uh, the VR in itself is a very dangerous platform. You're already playing with fire because there is an LCD screen 2 millimeters away from your eyes. Like
Hmm.
that is already playing with fire, and like you should know all the risk before going into that, and like very carefully like study what games you're going to be playing,
Exactly.
because the games aren't going to tailor themselves to you. People shouldn't have to affect their like all everything they're doing to tailor to you. Can they? Yes. And like in some cases, like if somebody comes up to me, like I've known a couple people that say, "Hey, could you please not do that effect? I have epilepsy." And I'm just like, "Oh fuck yeah, I'm not gonna go out of my way to try to trigger an epileptic seizure. That's not
Yeah.
cool." But at the same time, it's just like if people are gonna be almost immediately ignorant to other people's disabilities and like what they have, like you shouldn't expect everyone to just immediately know you have epilepsy and turn off their stators. Like there's no
Yeah.
way you can expect that.
Well, I mean, VR chat, you can literally just turn off everybody's like avatar. Just literally turn off everybody's avatar and just talk to people and then get to know them and be like, "Hey, I have this condition. Can you like never use? Can you promise to never, if you're ever around me, just don't use these avatars?" And I've literally had a friend who literally everybody he sees in this game before like anyone on like any person who's not on his friends list is literally just a gray floating ghost. Doesn't matter what rank you have, and that's how he talks to people. And then after getting to know somebody, he'll tell them about his condition and be like, "Hey, I am prone to seizures. Please do not use these type of avatars." And they're like, "Okay, sure." He's never really had an episode, as far as I'm aware of, in VR chat because he mutually just blocks everything by default.
Yeah, and like yeah, it's just it's very much just like just know the risk. I guess that's the message of it. It's
Yeah.
just know the risk that you're dealing with,
Hmm.
because like I remember like very long time ago that whole like that was almost like a mainstream incident like where that one girl was having like a seizure and everyone in like everyone was just surrounding her in VR chat. I remember that happened a long time ago.
Are you referring to the one that happened in the open mic night?
Yeah, it was the open mic one, like, and everyone was like mad at like the Wendy's avatar that was rainbow and shit like that.
Yeah. I I don't know if it's That are you talking about the one that was posted to YouTube that has like 3 million views or something like that?
I think that's the one I'm referring to.
There
I
might
might
be
be
other
wrong,
there might
but
be other ones, but one of them that is probably the most popular one that was like spread all over around Reddit and everything is actually was faked. If you didn't know that.
oh, was it faked?
Yeah, it was actually discovered like 6 months after it, but it was discovered fake too late. Like it's already gotten its publicity and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
And then then you have to decide like if it was faked, like does that take away the message? Like you know what I mean? Like what do you do when like you find out that's fake? Like you know like it's a very
I
touchy
mean, like,
subject.
yeah, it's very much just like the message is still the same, but it's just like a lot of the impact is taken away from it.
Yeah, so like I think the message was like, you know, people seeing someone having a seizure and be like, "Whoa, this is a serious like what do we do?" right? But like I found out the video was faked way after. Like I saw the video visually when it came out. I was like, "Oh my god, it's a serious issue." And you see these people like, you know, being humans and be like, "Yo, let's step away, you know, this person's having a seizure." But when I found out it was faked, it's kind of like, "Oh, what the fuck?" But like what do I do? Like am I going to like can't really report the person. Also, that video that got those millions of views was actually monetized as well. So that person that made that video actually made thousands of dollars because it made like 3 million views. So that's how you know that's the type of person that made that video actually profited off of somebody having a fake seizure. So yeah,
I mean, like, I'd put that in the same category of like the whole like YouTuber like prankster incidents where it's just like this is a social experiment showing how like people in society can be cruel and you should be good to people. When it's just in reality, there's like a bunch of actors like just yelling at each other, and it's just like, oh, okay.
that's actually how it was framed. I don't want to go into super details, but like the exposing like stuff that came out about it was that it was actually supposed to be a social experiment, but it was never stated in the video. It's just people hanging out. Randomly, someone falls over and has a seizure. So like, how do you know what I mean? Like, it was never said like, oh, this is a social experiment, not a, you know, it's faked, but it was perceived to be real. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, and like that's a whole other topic in itself of like trying to like frame like people to be worse than they are, and like people to
yeah,
be more human than they are, and that's a whole other topic. But like, because like that's been like drove into the ground with the whole YouTube prankster situations and everything. But
exactly.
it's hard to tell because it's just like at what point is it like deceiving the audience to gain publicity and money?
hmm
And at what point is it trying to get a good message across? I guess that's just how it boils down
Yeah,
to.
that's exactly what I was about to say. Like maybe he did the video to like give attention to like people that do have epilepsy or like prone to seizures, and he did it in a social experiment way to like see what happens, like how people react. But like I don't know. I feel like as a person in society, if I did that video, like I knew it was fake, I faked it, staged it, wouldn't you come out and say like, "Hey, this video was just a social experiment. I also wanted to see," you know what I mean? But like he didn't. He just
Yeah,
like
like
let it for rolling. So like again, that shows the type of person that made that video. Obviously, he
yeah,
cared for
and
other
it's just
things.
yeah, if there was a good message in the video, it would have been obvious.
Yeah,
But it was just yeah, I'm pretty sure if he was just doing that, then that's probably just for the sake of just views and shit.
yeah. Well,
Hey, fuck, it
it's
worked.
yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, the person's kind of irrelevant nowadays anyway. So it's whatever. But it's just unfortunate when like you see like a good message and then like a year later you just like find out it's like, oh, it's actually fake. And you're just like, oh, what the fuck, you know? It's like it's way after the fact. Like if the fake stuff like about it like came out like a week later, it definitely would have changed the whole outlook. But it came out like a year later, like way too late, dude. Like, come on, the video's already
Oh
like
yeah, like
went viral
everyone's already
ages ago.
forgotten it.
Yeah, exactly. So when it got posted that it was fake, everyone's just like, who cares, dude? Like like
Yes,
way too
nobody
late.
gives a shit anymore.
Exactly. And then it starts seeing like as desperate, you know what I mean? Because it's like, oh, he's trying to tarnish this like good video, you know what I mean? Like way after it's due. So yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on from that topic. So have you gone to any like conventions like TwitchCon or Comic Con or New York or like New York Comic Con's one too?
I had I had plans to go to TwitchCon last year. Well,
Mhm.
this year by technicality, but I just like none of the plans fell through. It's very expensive to just plan
Yeah.
like that whole trip out, and like the
Mm.
people. I was planning on going with my friend Red, and
Okay.
but just all the plans that just didn't go through. I'm probably gonna try my best to go to next year's one,
Mhm.
but I'm just not sure because like you just need months in advance of planning, and you don't
Yeah.
know like how much money you're gonna have at the time and like how expensive it's gonna be.
Well, I never went to any conventions, or at least the big boy ones. And I wanted to, and the only reason I would ever go to like TwitchCon is just to go for friends. I'm not going to their actual like convention to like, I don't know, meet a big streamer or something like that. It's mostly just to go to my friends. And like at TwitchCon for the past 2 years they had VR chat meetups, so if you were to go there you probably end up at the VR chat meetup and then like talk to your friends or meet, other VR chat people there. So
Yeah,
that's
I
what
mean
most people
like
do.
I
There you go.
remember like I had plans like a long time ago. I thought it'd be fucking. I thought it was the funniest like idea of just like if I want to TwitchCon, like yeah, I'm gonna go to like see my friends, but
Hmm.
I want like the stupidest photos of people like I wanted like a fucking like selfie like with Ninja or some stupid shit like that. Like that's just the funniest concept to me.
I mean, he's on Mixer now, so it would be funny.
Yeah, I was so sad. I was just like, damn it, I have no reason to go TwitchCon anymore.
Damn. It'd be funny though. Or like, just to see people that you've like interacted with in VR. Because VR chat's a different element, right? Like you sort of have these avatars that represent people, and then now you see like what they really look like, and like I don't know, some people are just like, "Whoa, dude! Like I never thought you would look like that," or seeing somebody for the first time.
Yeah, and it's it's definitely interesting because like I've seen a lot of like how people like treat like face reveals on VR chat
Yeah.
because it's interesting because it's like because normally it's just like with like a streamer like the most you'll ever have is like an icon of them like for most
Yeah.
streamers like the most you'll ever like have associating their voice is like maybe an icon or just maybe just like a game. But with
Hmm.
VR chat, you have people have very specific avatars and personas attached to them. Like
Yeah.
when people like for example, like people probably when they think of you, they probably think of this avatar instead of like what you would look like in real life. And a lot of people like
True.
when they think of me, they think of the skeleton first instead of what I would look like in real life.
True. I mean, I've done like webcam, face cam stuff not that long ago, like a couple months ago. I was playing some spooky games, and people definitely know what I look like, but it's not something I show every single day. It's just like once in a while, I just turn my webcam and play like some single player game, and they're like, "Oh, you're not Todd's girl? What the hell?" It's like, "Oh, obviously, no shit, dude."
And where did the titties go? What the
Yeah,
fuck?
what the hell, man? What if I just like took a picture of my avatar and just cut off the head and just put my head, like my real head on? It's just like, there you go, good enough.
Just like print out like a PDF.
Yeah.
Just like cut out the eye holes and tape it to your face.
Hey guys, look, I look like this now. Yeah, I mean, I guess for some people they get attached to like streamers like personas and stuff like that, and that's just the way it is, I guess. Like, I always say like I do feel bad for people who are mutes, right? So people who don't speak either by choice or they're born that way or whatever, and then
Yeah.
they go to like TwitchCon, and I feel like a lot of them are gonna have like a lot of like issues with that because then people are gonna like meet them and be like, wow, like you look like that, or like I didn't expect you to do this, or like
Yeah,
different.
like mutes are their own topic. Like there's so many different like I have a lot of different takes on mutes, but it's just it's really interesting to like see like how those interactions play out and everything.
Exactly. I mean, to me, I don't really care, to be honest. Like, I'm almost 24 and a half now. I'm like, I feel like an old man sometimes, even though I'm only 24. But like, to me, I just don't really care. Like, if a mute's actually a guy or a girl, like, it just doesn't matter to me. Like, gender for somebody's being a mute, it's just never something I ever gave a shit about. I don't know why anyone ever should. Like, you watch somebody on Twitch because they're entertaining or their persona or their personality or whatever, right? Like, you're not gonna like, I don't think you should ever be like, oh, are they secretly a guy or a girl? If they're a girl, I'll give them more money or something, dude. Maybe I'll have a chance with them or something.
I mean, yeah, and I agree with that. It's like it really doesn't matter. Like that shouldn't matter to people, but it happens so often. Like you always like see it's just like, but what if they are a girl? And like whenever I like interact with people, it's just like I always say it's just like if you roll the dice, it's a dude. It's probably a dude. I don't know why you're getting your hopes up, dude. It's probably a dude. The fucking 0.5% chance that it might be a woman. And even if it is, what are you gonna do? Like all of a sudden it's just like, oh, she's gonna ask me out. No, fuck, she's not. Nobody gives a shit.
I feel like if your entire existence of watching a streamer is based on, oh, if I could date them or if they're secretly like my lover or something like that, I think you should turn off the internet. I don't think you should ever watch someone on Twitch to secretly be like, oh, I could date them one. It doesn't really it doesn't even matter about gender at that point. Just like being in the mental mind,
Yeah.
oh, I could date them one day, or like, oh, if they give me $10, they'll notice me or something. Like I just no.
Yeah.
I think you should watch
Yeah.
somebody because they're entertaining. Whatever that entertainment is, you should just watch someone because you want to. You don't donate because you think you're going to get a chance or become their friend or something like that. Just donate because you want to support them, not because of secretly want to date them or something like that.
Yeah. I feel so bad for female streamers. One of my friends read. It's just like you see like an immediate difference of how like people interact with them like
Yeah.
compared to others, and it's just like it just puts a really bad taste in your mouth, like especially when it's your friend. It's just like you like because like for like the person coming up, it's like these dudes like oftentimes think it's just like this is my chance. This is my chance with this woman, and it's just like you're the 40th creepy dude to come up and try this.
Exactly. I told this story before, but like I would go to Publix just when I'm streaming by myself or whatever, and then some of my friends who are girls who are female, and they would join me and they go to like the Great Pug or something like that, and like immediately like 5, 10 guys like surround them because they opened their mouth and said hello, what's up, and then everyone just like surrounds them like, oh my god, it's a girl. I'm just like, holy shit, dude. God damn, calm down, dude. And then anytime I'll just be like, you guys are like pathetic or whatever, I'm just like, or I say something, they're like, you're a white knight, dude. I bet you're trying to get with her. I'm like, not even close.
Yeah, it's just and it's such a nightmare to see because it's just if you ever like mod it for like a female streamer, you just like see this shit and it's just like that's fucking gross.
Exactly. I've had a friend of mine that would show me DMs of like stuff they get, like their Instagram DMs and stuff like that. It's like pretty vile. People are just like no filter and stuff. It's pretty fucked, honestly. I don't know how somebody like could ever just write something like that and think it's okay. It doesn't matter if it's a guy or a girl. It's just like, why would you like write like a essay on like why you want to fuck them or something? Like, Jesus Christ, dude.
I was I was I was really tempted to like try something at one point because like in real life I look very effeminate and I look a lot like a woman, and I was really tempted to like start like a completely other stream in a different community completely and just stream mute but show my face, and I really wanted to see if I would get like a bunch of creepy shit sent to me just as like an experiment.
I've had I had an idea like that, not with like my face, but like I thought about as a joke. I haven't really fully committed to it. Maybe it will one day as a social experiment. Haha, YouTube, haha, right? Was to like
Gotta get those views.
where I would play as like a mute in VR chat. I would never talk, but I would play like the most like likable, cutest character and just like see how far I could go in terms of like streaming on YouTube. And I would never tell anyone who I really was or like anything about me. I would just see like what would it be like? What would happen?
I mean, majority of the time, that's half the VR chat streamers already.
True. And then like one day I'll just like turn on and be like, yo, what up, bitch? It was me the entire time. It was Rebel, it was me. They'd be like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
I mean, like, I don't even think like that's really needed as an experiment because like I see that almost every day. It's just like
True.
I'm gonna do my voice reveal today, and it's just like, oh, it's a cute anime girl, and they sit up and it's just like, hey, what's good, man? And it's like, oh fuck.
Oh shit, I didn't see that one coming, dude. Oh gee whiz. I'm going to unsubscribe. I need Oh God,
I expected a woman.
why, I stole my mom's credit card for this. What the hell?
I gave you $1,000 and you're not a woman.
Oh man. Oh gee whiz. Yeah. Oh well. There's 10 minutes left, so I'd like to take some questions in the chat. So if anyone has any questions for BeezleBoop or I, we'll take the questions now. If not, I always have some backup questions. I'm always prepared. Mixer convention? Oh my god. Oh my god. It'd just be like Ninja and Shroud or whoever else is on that platform. It'd just be like 2 people.
Yo, the Twitch guy, we're gonna go trash the Mixer convention.
I'm gonna subscribe right now. Pog. If you do, that's nice. If not, it's okay. You don't have to subscribe to me.
Is that a question?
I mean, that's what Red said. I mean, you don't have to. I mean, it is what it is. Don't know if this has question before, but why did the skeleton become the first choice of a main avatar?
I just kind of rolled with it after I did the John Friend meme. It just
Yeah.
kind of worked because like I didn't have that many other bases, and I didn't know how to like work Blender or make anything else nice.
Yeah.
So I just had something basic that I could just put shit on.
Oh,
That's
what
main,
was
the main reason.
Oh, sorry, I missed what Red said previously. What's your alt Twitch's name? I'm gonna tell you. Why would I tell you that? It ruins the whole meme. They're talking about when I was gonna make my alt account and then like stream as a mute or whatever, and they said they're gonna subscribe. That's sorry, I missed the first part of the context of that. I never all I did was make a Twitch account and then I never streamed or like made an account beyond that. Like I was going to, but then I was like, ah, fuck, that's too much effort because then I had to like cut my own stream time and then switch like a little double life. Like holy shit, dude, that's so fucking. And then had to like
You gotta go full fucking two-faced life.
Yeah, because you would have to like, I would have to make a whole new Discord. I would have to make a whole new Steam. I have to like, oh god, I have to like do everything and like I have to pretend not to know people and like. Oh my god, like, shit, dude. I would have to go to Publix and have 0 friends and then have to, like, somehow meet people and, like, fucking network or some shit and, like, trying to get the same friends or something. I wonder what would happen. Oh, man.
You're just at midnight, burning the candles at both ends, just sweating, just like, I'm not a cute anime girl. I'm not a cute anime girl.
And then someone's, like, suspecting, like, you seem really familiar, body language, like, oh, shit, they're on to me.
Hey, this streamer streams at the exact opposite day Rebel does. What's up with that?
Yeah, what the hell? Can you execute the new double dab using both your arms and legs?
No shit, do I have to...
I don't know, I don't have full body. Oh, hell yeah. Double dab.
Oh, fuck.
What other games on the horizon for Beezle?
Oh, like different games I might be playing?
Yeah.
Well, I'm mainly waiting for Iceborne to come out. I just finished Boneworks. I'm waiting for Monster Hunter Iceborne, and then after that, the only thing I'm looking to like getting is Half-Life Alyx, and I have an index, so I already have it.
Yeah, I'm very close. That's my current actual Twitch go right now. It's on my channel. It's literally in the corner of the screen by your feet. I'm like $500 away, but yeah, I'm getting full body plus index, so very close. Very close to that goal. But yeah, we'll get it. Because I've literally been using the same Oculus Rift, for like 2 years. So it's like falling apart. So when I get my index and then when I get my full body, I think I'll be like fully immersed because I never really used full body. I never, this headset, like I'm pretty sure when I get my index, I'll probably see like graphics and stuff better. Like I can see like scan lines and this shit. Like it's broken, dude. Like
yeah, you get the whole screen door effect in front of you, just like,
yeah.
damn it.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
The
like,
index is very nice.
Yeah, like and for the Oculus, there's like black rims. So like it's not like full. Like not even like the FOV is like not even that good. Like it's fucked. Canadian rainbow dollars, yeah, exactly. Why do people make fun of the Canadian dollar for, dude? It's nice looking, bro.
I mean, I think a lot of people just make fun of Canadians in general because it's fun.
True. I don't know. The money's made out of plastic now, so I mean, it's colored too. It's like literally Monopoly money.
We prefer our cold hard American cash,
Yeah,
our freedom dollars.
made of cotton.
It's made of pure freedom. That's what it's made of.
Yeah, we also abolished the penny, so we don't even have pennies in Canada anymore. Everything's rounded up. To the nearest five
Here
or
in
zero.
America, we make our we make our pennies out of gold. They're worth 1 cent.
Is that true? Holy shit.
No,
Oh,
no.
okay.
We
That's
make them
like-
out of copper, which is already way too inefficient.
Oh yeah. Same thing with pennies here, or at least they did. That's why they abolished it, because it actually costs more money to make a penny than to like they're losing money every time they made a penny, so they just decided to abolish it and just
Well, yeah, because if you melt down a penny, it's worth more than the penny.
actually blood money, dude. Australian money is the same. True. Screen like the military who got the damn freedom bucks. Of course. I don't know. I like the new money. It used to be pretty basic. Now it's like plastic, and it's just like it's very hard to tear, rip, lasts a lot longer. And it's colored, so then like when I don't even have to look at it, I don't have to read it and be like, oh, that's a $5 bill. I just look at the color. I'm like, okay, that's a $5 bill. Oh, that's brown. I know it's 10. Oh, if it's 20, it's green. I just go by the color.
Listen, if your $100 bills aren't made of bald eagles, are they really worth $100?
True. True, dude. Who's on the $100? Isn't it the guy who invented electricity? What's his name?
Edison?
Benjamin Franklin. There you go.
Oh, Franklin, yeah. I'm fucking dumb, Edison.
Yeah.
He didn't invent electricity, he discovered it.
Or
What the
discovered. Or discovered. You know what I mean? How do
He
you tip
invented
strippers for
electricity.
$1? Oh yeah. So yeah, in Canada we don't have $1, $2 bills we used to. So now we have coins. So it's a loonie and a toonie. So you just throw your toonies at like the strippers, dude.
A
Just
loony
like-
and a
yeah,
just these poor strippers just being pelted by hard like this is like $50 just fucking nailing
That's
them.
actually true. I've never been to a strip club, so I guess you have to tip them fives or just throw fucking coins at them, dude. Just like, ugh,
Just, you just have rolls of coins, you're just tossing them, knock a stripper
Ugh.
out.
yeah, dude. Oh yeah, make it hail, exactly. Yeah, we call a dollar a loony, and it actually has a loon on it. That's why it's called loony. And then a toonie has a bear. I don't know why it's called a toonie, but whatever. Two, I don't know. Just the way it is, my man.
Fucking Looney Tune bucks.
Yeah, Looney Tune dollars, man. Anyway, if anyone has any like another question or two, we can take them. We're just like talking shit or whatever, just saying random stuff. They're talking about how to live the whole double life if I had to. I mean, that's why I didn't do it, because it's just too much effort. I wouldn't have to talk though, so I could just stream all day. It's like just go AFK and just like. But I don't know, like the reason why I wanted to do it is because I wanted to see how far I would get, like how far, like would I meet the same people, would I end up in the same situations, like,
I find a lot of the time is that with VR chat, like if getting popular on VR chat is just being at the right place at the right time.
That's what I think. A lot of that is just luck based. I don't think like, because there's so many people that I know that have like 2 viewers still, and they're like way more entertaining and have like a lot more structure to their stream than somebody that has like 100 viewers. Yeah, just luck and maybe getting a compilation or being in the right place the right time.
Yeah, like, cause like I think I got really lucky because like I was just like hopping through as many worlds as I possibly could, just meeting like the right people at the right time, and then it just all just kind of came together at that one moment that I needed it to.
Mm-hmm. That's what I say all the time. You may not know me. How much do you actually know about me? You know nothing? Or...
I've seen like all your Rebel stuff. Like I've seen like what you've been doing for a long time. I haven't been following it that much, but I have been seeing like all the interviews happening, and I think it's definitely interesting to try to bring an interview format to VR chat. It's definitely interesting.
Yeah, every like couple months, like 3 or 4 months, I would always like change up what I do. Never someone that just does the same thing for the past, like, I've been playing this game almost 2 years now. Or I played for 2 years, but I've been almost streaming it for 2 years. December 22nd is when I started streaming, the December 22nd, 2017, so almost 2 years. a streaming VR chat exclusively. And every like couple months in the past 2 years, I would just change up what I do. And a lot of time it's trial and error. Like I just do something. Oh, this, was fun for me, but not really for the viewers. Oh, this was more fun for the viewers, but not really for me. So like I change up
Yeah.
like my content, like what I do. And nowadays I just do interviews. But like if you asked me like 6 months ago or a year ago, I was like running around running clubs and doing other shit. So like
Yeah, I think that like if you're gonna be streaming, I think it's just do what you enjoy. Like don't try to force streaming as like a job because like even for me it's just like not even for me like streaming is viable as a job, not even close. Like I'm
mhm,
not making anywhere near enough to like consider it a job.
exactly.
And I think that if you continuously like try to treat it like a job, you're going to just end up wearing yourself out. It's just you're just gonna make yourself hate it. So just do what
Exactly.
you love. Just enjoy streaming.
Mhm.
And hey, if it becomes a job, like the second you're making like $1,000 a month, then fuck yeah, try
Of
to treat it like a
course.
job. But until then, it's just not worth it.
Yeah, for me, this is just a hobby. Like I said earlier in the stream, I always talk in my stream about it. I'm going back to college in January 6th, 2020. So going to get a certificate to be able to work in an office and make the money. So this is just a hobby for me. If this like blows up one day and just like randomly I start making like crazy views and crazy amount of like money, then yeah, I will consider it. But right now, not. I just do this for fun.
Yeah.
So that's why I tell a lot of people. I always say like you shouldn't stream and like day one and just be like, oh dude, I'm gonna and like not have a job and just like put all like it's kind of like gambling. You're just like putting all your chips on the table and be like, oh, in 2 months I'll be the biggest streamer on Twitch or something like that. I'm like, dude, come on,
And that's not to say you can't like
have
use like streaming to
dreams.
supplement. Yeah, like
Yeah,
yeah, you can't like have dreams like in hell. Like for some people they can supplement it like with like a second job. Like for
yeah,
like some people they're just like they're not making enough from streams to like consider like, oh, I cannot live off this. But like hey, if you get a fucking like part-time job and pair it with streaming, hey, it's extra money and hey,
yeah.
you're having fun.
Yeah, I'm more talking about the people that are like straight out of high school. They like never worked in their day in their life, and it's like I'm gonna stream to become a YouTuber or a streamer, and like
Yeah.
they have like
I
5 subs
went
or
down that
something.
path. I went down that path a long time ago. I tried to get into YouTube and I fucking hated it.
Exactly, because then you get like desperate and you're just like, oh shit, and like getting no viewers. You start having like forced content and like really do stupid shit to try and like get people to watch you, and then you just hate it all together.
Yeah, like a long time ago, I tried to run a Let's Play channel, like which was already a
Oh,
dying
same.
format, and like I just couldn't like that was already just not viable with YouTube at all.
Mhm.
And on top of that, fucking you just you like you have almost like these delusions of just like if I work hard enough, it's going to pay off.
Yeah.
And it's just like you continuously try to force it. Like it's like you're no
Mhm.
longer having fun with it. You're just like this is me and this is the end goal. I just need to get to the end goal, and it's just like a grind to like do nothing.
Exactly. Well, it's 8 o'clock. That means we've been going for over an hour now, so I think we'll wrap it up here.
All right.
So I'll give you the camera here, put it on you. Whoops. And if you want to, I'll give you a minute. If you want to plug yourself, anything you're working on, your channel, your Twitter, your YouTube, anything you got going on, projects, it's your time.
Um, I mean, I stream Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays on BeezleBoop / twitchtv.tv / BeezleBoop And yeah, I have a YouTube channel. Just search BeezleBoop on YouTube. You should be able to find it. And yeah, that's I don't have much to plug.
Okay, that's fine. I always give an opportunity for everybody. I feel like this is a platform that you could that gives you the chance for people to if someone who's watching me doesn't watch you, then they'd be like, oh, maybe I'll check this person out, and you never know. So
Hey, it's a
yeah,
mutual benefit thing.
yeah, exactly. Anyway, so thank you so much for stopping by, BeezleBoop. I really do appreciate it. Again, I'm the host,
Yeah.
Silent Rebel. I do these almost every single day because I'm crazy, and this is my talk show, Late Night Rebel. And I'll see you at a later time, my dude. Never know, might come back. Maybe come back for a podcast where I have a couple people and we talk more about memes and stuff like that. I think that'd be interesting.
Yeah,
But thank you
this is
so
fun.
much. Yeah.
Yeah.
One last thing before you go, I always say this to my guests. Thank you, and We need to take a selfie together. If you weren't paying attention, out in the spawn, there's a bunch of pictures of people that I've
Oh
interviewed, and
shit.
I take a picture with them every single guest. So it's kind of like a ritual
Yeah,
around
that
here.
works.
Yeah, yeah. Just give me a second. You have to turn off chairs. There we go.
Oh
And
god.
then switch, and then switch this camera here, and then do this, and then you photo camera, and then you
You sure you
around.
don't just leg cam going straight to here?
Oh, it literally was leg cam for a second until I switched it. The only thought was like
Yeah,
saw
just-
like your skinny like skeleton and then just
just-
my thick avatar. There's like what the fuck.
Just hey guys, welcome to the stream.
Wait, hold on, I can turn it back on. Shit, no, I turned off. Whatever, fuck it, dude. Whatever.
It was funny for like 3 seconds. Don't worry.
Yeah. Anyway, go take the selfie. Always take two, by the way. Ugh.
Yeah, always take 2.
Boom. There you go. Thank you so much.
Hell yeah, no problem, dude.
Appreciate
Glad
it,
to be
man.
here.
Yeah, of course, man. I'll see you around sometime, you know? Maybe I'll join off of you or you join off of me. We do some memes, you know?
Hell yeah.
Of course.
I guess I'll just awkwardly leave.
Yeah, I'll just leave too,
Just-
man.
I'll
This is the worst
I'll
part. Yeah,
I'll just go fuck myself. That's it.
same. It was a great interview. Well, thank you so much, Red, for saying that. I appreciate that. If you haven't already, you can follow my channel. I do these interviews literally, like I say, almost every single day. So if you want to check out my other, I've done like literally